Hey all you bush lovers, welcome to episode number 8, part 2 of Bosryers 4x4. Today we are at John Rock and we are going to do the Slote as well as the mountain top. If you would like to join us with your 4x4 vehicle on our next adventure, get in contact with Etienne. And a warm welcome to episode number 8 of Bosryers. Today and yesterday we're here at John Rock where we are doing our Christmas show for you. Last night we had a night drive where we decorated all the vehicles and we had so much fun in the mud and in the obstacles and so forth. And today we're going to do some mountain drive and we're also going to start at the Slote or the gullies. And yes, I think we're going to have pretty much fun. And here with me I have Johnny from John Rock. It's a pleasure for us to be here and warm welcome.
Thank you, gentlemen. We on John Rock, where we have a dream, like people that request us to open up more track and a place for them to come and chill for the weekend. So we got the 3 trails that has been one the Slote, 2 is that's as nature give it to us. Then we got the man-made track. We got 12 obstacles in that we build by hand or by machine. And then we got the pretty mountain behind us that is also as nature give it to us. We use the eco routes to help for firing, get access to the mountains so that we can fight fires, but you get a lot of. And we get a nice camping area where we want people to come and chill. There's a boma where we braai and have today's discussions of all the obstacles that we discussed. And yeah, we got all types of vehicles available, or track for everyone. We're trying to do an open market track trial for more advanced vehicles and then more standard vehicles. We had the Ford group here last weekend in a really wet track.
And I assumed that was something else.
That is hard-working 4x4 day. The recovery is part of life here then, and then the track change from 3 grade to some places not drivable track.
Oh, not even drivable track.
Yeah, so we've got quite slippery areas then. Muddy guys enjoy it very much because it's not all over. And we even got the Jeep tracks and the patrol groups here that enjoy it. Especially there, we have done a route for them on the mountain where the more extreme vehicles can go.
Alright, let me just get this straight. So the mountain drive is physically on that mountain?
On that one.
Okay, that's going to be a challenge.
That's going to be, that's also every time a new experience because as nature give it to us, if it rains, the track changes, it's the same as the Slote. So yeah, every time, even me, going into an unknown world with you guys to the mountain. And that's what makes, I think, John Rock special, because we can drive from rock to slippery roads. And the grades change as nature changes. So if it's dry, it's an easier track to drive. Well, we try to make it technical, right, if you have a good experience with it. And we get agreement that we're going to change the track every 6 months, so with ourselves, to keep it entertained and to make it a nice place for everyone to come. We are busy with the swimming pool, so we get a watergat here, like we call it, so that you can cool down after a hot day like yesterday. And we now in the big plans for the kiddies, come and enjoy the place. We're busy with the kiddie park, and we're busy with bush camp too. There's going to be more camping areas for our people. Our recent blocks on their way and nearly finished. So please, you're more than welcome to bring all types of vehicles and come and enjoy the beauty of our Magaliesberg.
Awesome. Well, like you mentioned earlier, that last weekend it was quite wet, so with all the rain, the difficulty level of this track changed immensely.
Completely.
And so you want to say we are actually lucky that we have it quite dry?
Last weekend was 9 recoveries, so you're quite lucky to have it a little bit dry. I think the track gives us now both. Some spots are still wet. It gives you a little bit of a challenge. But if you don't want to do the muddy, there's some bypass routes so you can skip the obstacles. That is one thing that we also really put high on our priority list so that we can accommodate everybody. From standard vehicles to more extreme to guys that is willing to see a challenge.
Right, so every obstacle does have a bypass route.
Every obstacle except the mountain gets basically the two roads, the two tracks is for more lifted vehicles that we got a track on, and then like some oaks call us the platbakkie route. That is more for standard vehicles.
I love the way you named your obstacles. And tell me, there by the Slote, you mentioned earlier to me that there's a road where people with normal vehicles can go there as well, so that they can physically view what the 4x4 guys is doing on the obstacles.
We got a big bypass route that puts you in about 50 meters maximum from the one obstacle to the next obstacle. So it's quite safe also for people to come and look at the track while guys are seeing it. That is the bypass route, but you can get out of your vehicle or you can walk the whole obstacle, seeing what this guy is doing, looking at the obstacles, see how the 4x4s is going through, and still keep the position safe. So that is, safety is for us a very big priority on the
Absolutely,
place.
especially for children.
Yeah, and we want to make it a family place. So we don't just want 4x4 actually. We want a complete family here. And that's why we do a lot of development now around the camp area, so that we have the swimming pool, a kiddies park, a little tuck shop that we can even keep the women that don't want to drive and the kids comfortable here while the dad's is driving. But the women driving day is coming up, so then the dad's going to stay at the camp and the ladies going to take the track.
Well, I must say we had a few ladies in our group also that was doing some driving in the past, and last night my own wife actually on the night drive took one of the obstacles, and afterwards I found out that she was actually closing her eyes while she was doing it. So I think that's the main reason why she did it so good, because she was not cautious of what's coming. She just went.
Sometimes you need that for obstacles. You mustn't think it too much. If you rethink it, then you can end up in trouble.
Yes, and last night we already had our night drive in the man-made section where I think you said it was 12 obstacles. Now I don't know why, but I think it was more. It really felt like more, and it was so much fun that actually when we got to the end of it, it was, oh, we're done. It was amazing. We really had so much fun, and I must be honest that some places I actually underestimated the level grade of the obstacle, where the day to night change makes a huge difference on the track.
Completely. The track is due to the fact that we try to keep it technical. Day drive and night drive for sure is two different tracks that you drive in. But with that, we got a very, very good evening point that we look from the mountain to Artus, where the sun swallows the dam. So you get, if you got your timing correct and you can arrive just before sunset on the mountain, then we have that beautiful view for you as well at night as we're coming down in the mountain. In night time, also change the track again completely.
Absolutely, absolutely. So basically, when we are on the mountain, you can literally see how the sun is going down into Hartbeespoort Dam.
Yes, correct.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pack a few drinks, and when we get on top of the mountain, then we're going to sit and chill a bit and experience that view, because that's not every day that you get to see that. So we're going to spend some time there, we're going to sit back, and we're going to watch what God gave us.
There's two very important points. You must have the right timing, and it must be the right season of the year. Our sunsets move about 30 degrees from summertime to winter time.
Now, when is the correct timing?
Now.
Oh, so we are at the right time.
We had the right time. We tried to take pictures from the mountain. 2 nights, same time, same place. Two different pictures today. You can't get it right. You can't get tomorrow night the same picture as today.
That's amazing. Well, that is how God is creating the heavens and the skies for us. It's every day it's a new picture. That's amazing.
That is our little peace place. You get there, you get peace. We love it.
Yeah, and that is in my opinion, an extremely beautiful way of ending Christmas here by John Rock.
So yeah, Etienne, we really appreciate the fact that your Bosryers is here. So everybody is welcome here. Please come and visit us. The track is open 7 days a week. Even for training, if you guys want to come and train people, you're more than welcome. And from John Rock side, happy Christmas. Please stay safe, drive safe, and enjoy the festival season, and we see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Well, we're going to enjoy the rest of the day and hope to see you on the other side. Enjoy this episode. After our morning coffee and rusks, we came together for our group meeting and morning prayer before hitting the road. Ek persoonlik het dit nogal. Right guys, so this is the first obstacle in the Slote where we are now, and what the rest of the track is all about I'm not sure yet, but we are definitely sure to find out.
Right, so this is the beginning of the Slote, and we'll have to see how this axle twisting and up and down and so forth is going. So far this is the easy part, and we will definitely see how the rest goes, because this is a quite technical course and not something that you just come in and do. You need to prepare yourselves to take the correct lines.
And next up in our convoy, we've got Maurits and Movil Smuts, and they are driving their 2.4 Toyota Hilux 1994 model, and this guy is called the White Pony. And next up we've got Rian and Marty Maritz, and they are driving their Mahindra Thar 2.5 turbo diesel 2019 model, and this is called Playgirl. And after Playgirl comes Grysbeer, Toyota Fortuner 2008 model with a 3-liter D4D motor in. Behind the steering wheel is Grys Dempers, and as co-driver we have Ivan Vermeulen. And next up we have the Negrini family. Behind the steering wheel we have Kenny, and next to him as co-driver we have Belinda, and then in the back seat we have Michaela and Luanay, and they are driving in the Epic Bug with a 1.8 Golf engine. And this Epic Bug is only a 2x4 without any low range. And now we have Peter Johnson with his wife Christine Johnson as co-driver, and they're driving their Toyota Hilux 2.2 1990 model, and this guy is called Lolux. As we drive down this beautiful scenic route on the way to the next big obstacle, we came across this. This is an old Fiat 500 body lying there, but now the big question of it all is, how did it get here? And last but not least, we have Johnny Duvenage leading the convoy with his Colt Rodeo 2000 model loaded with a 3.2 Pajero motor.
Yeah.
Right, this is the first difficult obstacle in the Slote, where we start with a decline, then we go over an off-camber small hill, and then the rest is tricky. There's two options here. To the far left, as I'm taking now, is the more difficult option, and then if you take it more to the right on this little decline, it's much easier. And then we go to a left corner with a right off camber, which makes things extremely interesting.
This obstacle is basically a level 3 obstacle, but on this part of the obstacle, it's off camber to the right, and then you need to have a sharp turn to the left. And when this obstacle is wet, this is nearly impossible. Torero Productions is your #1 technical supplier for any event happening all over South Africa. Torero Logistics and Transport Services, the company that you can trust with your goods to be transported anywhere in the country. The Country Pie, with the most delicious flavors of pies that you can imagine. Rolf's Workshop. For any maintenance needed on your vehicle, take your vehicle to Rolf's Workshop. They specialize in major and minor services for any vehicle. CSE Contractors. Kun is the electrical supplier that you need for power distribution at your event. With generator rentals, various sizes that you can choose from, as well as electrical certificate of compliance. Love My Prints. For product branding or custom printing, give Amanda a call. Think Metal. If you need any laser cutting to be done or anything to be built, or maybe even a braai stand for yourself, give Kenny a call. At the Garage Recording Studios. If you need any audio visual recording, mixing and mastering to be done, give Werner a call.
Torero Productions is your one-stop production company. We provide events with all the technical services like professional sound, stages, lighting, for events such as weddings, corporate events, gospel shows, clubs, stadium festivals, and many more. Torero Productions caters for all your events, big and small, with big screens, cameras, power distribution, and backlight. With our high-class equipment, dedicated and qualified team, we can cater for the masses and at the same time pay attention to the small details. Use Torero Production for your next event and experience the difference. For more information, call 082 395 0771.
Right, so this is a small hump with a huge decline at the end, and then axle twisting off camber to the opposite direction. So this is actually for short wheelbase vehicles, but if you do have a long wheelbase, a little bit momentum and you won't get stuck.
So this is now where we are at the small hump with a huge decline and a sharp turn at the bottom. Now we've watched Uncle Johnny doing it, and this is not easy. Definitely. Because first of all you need the momentum to go over, Not like that. Julle, ek het slegte vriende nodig. Gooi my van die wal af van die sloot. I just want to say thank you to my friends who did some road building and then pushed me off the cliff. Because of you, I managed to make it out. This is quite steep down, and if you take any momentum whatsoever, you will definitely lose Tupperware on your vehicle. That was not fun at all, I must be honest. But we made it with a few scratches. I don't know what's the damage yet, but there's definitely scratches and so forth.
Blijf bij weer.
Beautiful, Moritz.
Hoi, lekker toch man?
So for here at John Rock, we only had adventure, a lot of challenges, and I like it. And this is not any different. So with this obstacle we have now, you can see a steep decline through a ditch and then going out on a steep incline again. And today this is dry, but when this is wet, this is a challenge. And well, today we're going to see what we do here.
This obstacle is also a bit technical. If you do take the wrong line, you can slide into the ditch, but at least it's dry, so sliding is not that big of an issue at the moment. And also, don't take this with momentum at all. You will definitely regret that. And all the guys got together to discuss a nice strategy to avoid the tragedy with this next obstacle.
Hy trek teen die boomstam.
As hy net so.
Hy trek teen die boomstam.
Hou net so. Hou net so. Hey, net so.
Kyk hoe sit hy sien.
After Uncle Johnny stopped his beast right next to this tree in this specific angle, we decided that this is a session where we need to take some photos and we cannot let this opportunity pass. So guys, this next obstacle starts with a very strong decline into the slote, and then strong incline at the back, or at the end rather, and then there's some huge ruts where wheel lifting is a huge thing.
That was quite stressful, but I love the adrenaline.
Epic, but
Grijsbeer coming up with Sagrijs behind the steering wheel, taking the line slightly wrong, and that resulting into the biggest wheel lift that Grijsbeer ever had. And needing to do this obstacle with a different line to get it out, I still need to give you huge congratulations.
Peter Johnson coming with his Lolux, and with this excellent wheel articulation, wheel lifting is not so easy, but it does give way more traction.
Continuing with the Slote, and it is another, just a bigger decline and incline, but nothing serious about this one at all. Just taking it cautiously down, give enough momentum to go up, and you're out. Nothing to it. This is the final obstacle for the Slote, and in actual fact I think where the guys, as I know them, they will want to do all these obstacles the opposite direction.
CSE Contractors. Electrical Certificate of Compliance. Specializing in power distribution and generator rentals for events. General maintenance and installations. And CCTV camera installations. Contact Koen on 082 346 6356. CSE Contractors.
At the end of the Slote we found a mud hole, and well, as you know, the Bosryers by now, none of us ever chicken out on challenges. So this is again one of these challenges that we just don't chicken out. So let's see how this will go.
Going into the mud with momentum and whoop to the right, no traction.
Oh, this
10
is
of the story.
slippery. I need to close my window. No, I just don't get the necessary grip. I will have to be covered as well, so oops.
And a very big thank you to Rian Maritz for winching both me and Maritz out of this mud hole.
We are busy with the recovery. Rian in front of his Mahindra using his winch to pull me out, and well, this is going good so far. And the recovery is done.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking to get into this car through that mud hole. But yeah, pure group pressure. But it's fine, let's do it. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking, but yeah, the shower will work tonight. It's fine. Let's get dirty. Let's get dirty. Yeah, your gat, man. Alright, so I've got two regrets on this one. First of all, there's no way to hide from the bloody mud. And secondly, how the hell am I going to get out of here? Like this. Nee! Okay, right. And as we got back to camp, Kenny and Peter had an argument on whose vehicle can take the biggest camber, so they both took it to the test, and needless to say, they were equal. After lunch, the team went up to the mountain to go all the way to the viewpoint to see how the sun literally sets into the Hartbeespoort. Yes. As we hit our first obstacle on the mountain, you can see there's one huge rock that's in the middle of the way,
where various vehicles already got damaged on this specific rock, and many after us would also get damaged. So we decided as a group just to remove this one rock and make it easier for everyone to follow. One important thing to look out for, especially when you have small wheels on your vehicle, is the sump and the diff breakers. So take it quite cautiously, take it slowly, and when you do hit something, you can still recover yourself without having any damage.
Right.
And on this specific section of the mountain, there's also an alternative route if you don't want to go through the sump and diff breakers. So as you can see, Sagrys with Grysbeer as well as Rian with his Mahindra Thar Playgirl also went through the alternative route.
Careful of that stump, eh?
Wat ek kant wil jy ry? Hierso draai jy.
Beautiful. Nicely done, Bert. Here at the Grot Recording Studio, we specialize in weddings, corporate functions, event coverage, post-production, music videos, documentaries, and so much more. Feel free to come in contact with us for a quote today.
And as Murphy would have it, I did not walk this obstacle out, so I just trusted my instinct, and my instinct did not do very well. As you can see, I got stuck on my left side step first, taking my line different, and then went completely to the wrong side and tried to go over that huge rock which almost made me fall over.
Careful, rustig. Jy's heel bo, jy moet afklim.
My opinie op die oomblik, hy klip het agter die agterwiel is.
Ja.
And once again, thank you to all my friends who made sure that I made it through this obstacle safely.
And again, I have a wonderful team behind me to thank you for this recovery.
Perfect, good, perfect. Nice.
And as we are still on our way to the viewpoint to see the sunset going into Hartbeespoort Dam, the rain started coming down. And on this beautiful part of the mountain, we see some beautiful animals as well. Some of them hiding quite deep and far, and some of them coming quite close. But nevertheless, we go through this beautiful scenic part, still going uphill on the way to the mountain top. We are only the second group passing through this specific section of the mountain, opening up new fire routes to assist also the firefighters to have access to the mountain whenever there is a possibility of a fire. Thank you to the businesses who made this episode possible. Torero Productions, Torero Logistics and Transport Services, Rules Workshop, The Country Pie, Love My Prince, CSE Contractors, Think Metal, At the Garage Recording Studios,
So if you come to John Rock, even if it's not for the 4x4 anything, at least come for this beautiful view. I mean, this is something that you don't see every day. I think this is one of the most beautiful views that you can get of the Magaliesberg, and with Harties at the back of us, and then this is also where the sun literally goes down into Hartbeespoort Dam. Unfortunately, it's overcast now, so we can't see that at the moment, but this is one extremely beautiful view where you can truly see how God created nature for us.
If you would like to advertise your business on this platform, get in contact with Werner.
Only.
Ek het ook op die kamera.
Daar is ons 'n hele pakkie sertifikate vir jou. Hoe jy hulle gaan raam is up to you. En dan die show is joune. Entertainers.
Welkom, mijn naam is Karel Maai. Ik was hier bij die Bosryers vandaag. Ik wil net bedanken, chef. Waar is mijn kind?
Hij is geval.
En in ieder geval, als je hier bij Etienne Dekbers, dat is voor Semper.
Ja, dat is het.
Etienne Frank. Zo, 5 voeten daar, man, dit is hier. Dat is meer laag.
Alles nou.
Ja, dat is mooi mensen. Nou, Rupa, als je niet verder dank je hoor, kijk, die hele dank is communiceerd, apprecieerd. Ik kan je ook wat je voor mijn Rupa, je begint samen met Nicky van der Berg. Daar ook het gezegd 50 handjes voor jou. Dat is voor je.
Ja.
Of je een steek in gevaar.
Nee, oké.
Nou, Rupa, dank je.
Bos.
Let one go, it'll rise like the break of wind. Let one go, smell never bothered me anyway.
Ry hier in die bosveld en die vuurtjie brand te mooi. Die songesig oor die rots en klip en natuur wat ons uitnooi. Ons ry waar ander net kan droom en die son sak in die bos. Ons bosryers het modderbloed en ons kry jou in die bos.